right in the green stuff. I mean, I just have to try. I don't see another option.
What line are you going at?
Right over here.
Trip post.
Just right over there.
Well, this ought to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we got 5's a great score at this point.
Yep.
All right. It's not stacked. I don't like anything about this, but I don't like any other option. Probably gonna take my playable job and hit the green anyways, so I think it gets out of this, which makes it better.
Our audience on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube joining us, and they got to hear on-course reporter Jordan Spieth say, "I don't like anything about this."
Well, he's got an opportunity now to get up and down and make par. Interesting for him to say that 5 is a great score.
He had 184 yards, and that's all he could do. Rahm from 178. Hasn't hit a green yet either. Come on. Nope. Just that close.
Okay, good opportunity there for a fairly easy par, however.
Meanwhile, Dustin Johnson playing a whole different tournament.
That from 155.
Hey guys, why don't you try hitting it over where I am? Two guys showing us how hard it is, and one guy making it look easy. Tied for second, a chance for second all alone. Cullen telling us that Jordan Spieth is chomping gum like Violet Beauregard now, and looks like the 2015 version of himself. And now also worked for Tiger at Augusta. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Of course, she is the one from
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right?
Yes, Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Violet Beauregard, I believe, wanted a. Did she not want a golden goose now?
She wanted it now.
She became a blueberry.
Well,
no, that was Bianca. That turned into the. She wanted the golden goose. Violet was the gum chewer.
20.
They took her to the juicer.
Yeah, maybe a little less. I was thinking a 115 shot's fine, right?
Yeah, somewhere between there.
More?
Yeah, I thought just a touch more.
We're off the right pretty good.
Yep.
Well, a par right here would make Jordan Spieth feel like he grabbed the golden ticket.
Oh, yes. Sit now.
Excellent shot there. Well judged with trajectory and spin. Now that 4 is looking much more attainable than it was about 3 minutes ago.
2015 version of Jordan Spieth was pretty good. Well, speaking of movies, CNN's new original series, The Movies, will give insights and behind-the-scenes glimpses into some of the most beloved and influential films from the dawn of cinema to present day. The Movies premieres Sunday, July 7th at 9 p.m. only on CNN. Jon Rahm is in a different type of movie. His is more of a horror film right now. No fairways and no greens, but he's okay here, Steve. Matter of fact, he might just toss this one in.
This one is eminently makeable. Going to miss these greens here at Bethpage Black. This is the spot to miss them. Kind of below the hole.
Yeah.
You would anticipate this one scaring the hole a little bit. Maybe he can make a birdie without hitting a green.
Wind kind of taking that flag stick back in his direction. Interesting that he's leaving it in. Not his best. And one of the things I love about feature group coverage, Steve, is that we're getting to see it. We're seeing one guy that's completely on one side of the game right now with Rahm. Got nothing going his way. Dustin is the exact opposite, obviously in complete control after the bogey at the first hole. He's just done nothing but good. And then Spieth is somewhere in between. That round could go either way right now.
I think the viewers out there really think that pros make everything. They hit every shot perfectly, and certainly not the case. We're getting the full spectrum of professional golf here in this one grouping.
Yes, Violet Beauregard, by the way, she was the blueberry. Veruca Salt. Not Bianca, it was Veruca Salt. And there was a band named after Veruca Salt. She wanted the Golden Goose, and she wanted it now, Steve. Sorry for not having my whole Willy Wonka set of facts lined up.
You'll be forgiven. This will be forgiven right here. If Jordan can put that missed putt on 15 behind him, recapture a little magic.
Oh, he thought he had it. The hole almost stayed in the way. It's a bogey for Spieth. The tee shot got him. We heard him say 5's a really good score right now, and that's what he winds up with. Sloppy 5 at 15. Could have been a little better at 16.
Being one over for his round up to this point. He scratched and clawed a bit with a few putts, but you can't rely on your putter all day long. And a few years ago, he was outrageously effective in the 20-foot range, but sometimes the well just dries up.
And that's what we've seen with Spieth. And then it seeped into every other facet of his game. Dustin Johnson just doesn't ever seem to let that happen. If one part of the game isn't there, he's able to put it behind him and figure out what is working. And all the talk, by the way, about Brooks Koepka and his fitness regimen. Dustin Johnson's in that same gym, working with the same trainer every day also.
He's a well-rounded athlete as well.
Joey DeSalvi, their trainer. Both Brooks and Dustin came up here to New York City for a photo shoot a couple of years ago, about a year ago. And Joey D was supposed to be in the picture, and then the one they chose for the cover, they didn't have him in, and they razzed him mercilessly about that. His first solo, second, and he's got it. Dustin Johnson is the hottest man on the golf course right now. 4 out of his last 6. Solo second, and he's reeling in his good friend Brooks Koepka.
Well, the analysis from every angle on that one paid off. He was looking for some sort of break that just was not there. The saying around here at Bethpage from the caddies is, this is no break Bethpage. We saw a lot of putts being overread to the course of the championship so far, and greens just don't break a whole lot, and I think the players are they're trying to find something there.
This one's going to be moving to the left. We'll see if Rahm can figure it out. Spieth just showed it to him. Overread. Good call. And he just saw it.
That may be more of a missed strike or operator error than it was a misjudgment of the read. He was out of that putt as quickly as he could be.
Well, now he's outside the cut line. And the battle continues. Nightmare for Rahm. Got to hang in there for one more hole. It's about to get a little easier, but we got to get through 17 first. Back to the tweeter. Dustin Johnson is in a groove right now, says Tyler. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a Koepka DJ showdown this weekend. Well, that's what it's looking like. That's what we had last year in June at Shinnecock Hills, about 50 miles or so from here. And we'll go to 17.
Great par 3 amphitheater setting all around this par 3. Green sits on an angle, so your distance and your line have to match up just perfectly. This 193-yard par 3 has yielded 3 birdies today, but it ranks 15th on the day in the average score. So there is an opportunity here to make a little hay. We saw that whole location in the low right portion yesterday. This left portion sits up some 3 to 4 feet higher on the green, so a little bit more elevated. And the players cannot see that left side of the green very well at all from the tee. Front bunkers obscure their view.
Lots of good viewing spots around the tee.
See, they use a few teeing grounds here. They're moved up 1 tee today. Kerry Haig and his staff have this golf course playing 110 yards shorter than it did yesterday, just a shade under 7,300 yards.
Hang in there, and it will. A couple steps right of that, and it goes down to where the hole was yesterday. That's a fine shot for Dustin Johnson.
One thing these tour players do so well is leave the ball on the fat side of the green, and they miss it. See if Jordan can block out those last 2 bogeys here and put a solid swing on it. Wind freshening from his left to right. Ooh. Ooh. And that's an answer of the bell. Just a little confidence booster just to get your mind refocused, reset. It's exactly what Jordan needed right at that point.
Good shot, Jordan Spieth. Well, the Jon Rahm saga continues. I think he hits it here, Steve. I think he ends the drought and hits his first green in regulation right here. Been wrong before. Come on, ball. Well, you know, you got to ease into things. Yes, it's a green in regulation, but that is a monster birdie putt coming up. This would have been great yesterday. Nothing's going great today for Jon Rahm.